Full videotape of a home with these in the window. I have these, Michelle, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I eventually was able to collect enough of these that I put them in all the windows of my house, because at first I only had them in the front. And then I thought the back of my house looks like a snooze fest without these beautiful candles in the window, and I spend a lot of time in my backyard. So I got enough then finally to put them in the back, and then I thought, well, I also have windows on the sides of my house. And people, you know, coming up the street see the side. When you pull up my driveway, you see the side of my house. So then I finally got enough for all the windows. So now I have them on the sides, in the front, in the back, and it looks outstanding. And my next door neighbor, she moved in recently, she came over one day last year and she said, "Oh my gosh, your windows, where'd you get those candles? I want those candles." And I said, "Well, I got them at QVC. Let me look up the item number." And lo and behold, I went to look up the item number, completely gone. Like not a trace of them. It's like not on wait list, just like poof, gone. And then I actually started looking around at some other places that sometimes can get QVC stuff, gone. Nobody had them, no online stores. So I said, "I'm so sorry, you're gonna have to maybe get something else," which wouldn't be as nice. So
disappointing. Yeah.
So these came back in stock, I guess, like Christmas in July time. Flew out twice. This is the second advanced order that we have on these now, because these honestly are the best window candles you'll get anywhere because of the Bethlehem Lights technology. And you're getting a set of 4. We've sold over 120,000 sets of these. They're on 5 easy payments of $9.93 today. And let me show you the choices, and then Michelle, you can walk us through. So this is what I have in my windows. It's called polished bronze right here. You get a set of 4. If you have 16 windows, trust me, get 4 sets if you can. Don't wait and try to get them later. They won't be here. Here is the other choice. We have polished brass. We have polished nickel. That looks very high end, by the way. And then we have this matte finish onyx, which looks like a wrought iron. Okay, my friend, tell us all about these. Why in the heck are these so special?
Yeah, you know what? So I have to mention it first. This is Bethlehem Lights here at QVC, over 20 years. And one of our very first items was a plug-in candle. So this one, I love battery operated. And why would somebody hesitate to get a battery operated candle? Because of the battery life. But not this one.
I know.
2,200 hours of battery life. 2,200. So on that 6-hour timer, which it does have, 6, 8, or 12-hour timer, that means over 1 year without changing out those 2C batteries per candle. They're gorgeous, new lighting technology that looks like a plug-in candle, Carolyn. The bases are gorgeous, and we made them slender on, the one side, so they look, so they can fit in smaller windows as well. All the switches are on the bottom, so they look clean.
Yeah.
And then there's also that little window that you see, Carolyn, which is a photo cell. So when you point that out, it will come on for you for a 6, 8, or 12-hour timer at whatever timer you choose, at the same, or not at the same time every day, when it gets dark every day. So it's different in September than December. They'll come on for you when they get dark. It's the best feature.
So I'm going to reiterate what Michelle just said so you guys understand. That's what makes these so special. First of all, they have the super long extended battery life. I have mine on the 8-hour timer, and they're still lit after a year. So even if you don't want them just on the 6, but they can go up to 12. So you get a 6, an 8, or a 12-hour timer, and you put your batteries in, and then it operates off of, you can have them come on at whatever same time every day. But then what happens is when we change time zones and we fall back the clock and spring forward the clock, and it keeps getting lighter and darker earlier, then you got to go around and reset all your candles, right? So that's a pain. So with this set of candles, you don't have to change your batteries but once a year. You don't have to reset the timer because of this photo sensor. If you put it in photo sensor mode and then tell it what timer you want, it will come on when it gets dark. It doesn't matter what time it gets dark.
Correct.
It comes on when it gets dark. It gets dark at 5 o'clock in the winter, it comes on. It gets dark at 9 o'clock in the summer, that's when it comes on. And it stays on for the number of hours that you choose, 6, 8, or 12. Then it turns off, and it comes back on the next evening when it gets dark, because this eye sees that it's dark outside, and you never have to go around and reset anything. Once a year, you'll go around and change the batteries. So these are so superior to any window candle ever. And also, these have a flicker mode, don't they?
Yes, Carolyn, I just pressed the button on mine. There's a little button on the bottom where it says flicker on it. You just press it, and then you can have that beautiful kind of a candle flicker with each one. And you explained that photo cell so beautifully, so perfectly. And I wanted to just add too, in addition to the photo cell, we have a standard timer option too. So if you're using them in your windows, you know, of your home, I'm pointing towards my windows, they're up there. If you use them in your windows, you'll use that photo cell. If you use them in your house, you might want to use the timer. So they'll come on whenever you want and stay on for 6, 8, or 12 hours. But they're gorgeous. That flicker you're seeing right there, the difference between before and after, whether you have a mansion, an apartment, a cottage, a cabin, having window candles in your windows looks so gorgeous. And by the way, those stems go up and down as well. So here's the difference between before and after. What did you say, snooze fest before about the back of your home, Carolyn? Well, okay, snooze fest there on the left, and look how great that looks on the right.
All right, I'm trying to get all the lights down in here because I want you to see how these look in your window at night. That was your, and look at it, even behind a drapery, they look great.
Oh, and they're cool to the touch, by the way. It's not like a plug-in where it gets hot and you have to worry about drapery touching that. If that sheer would happen to touch that, no problem. They're LED lights, and that's that gorgeous flicker.
Okay, here they come. Just bring them. Turn them off. I want you to see what it looks like at night with these on. Okay, look how bright these are in your window. So the reason I want the lights out is because these are batteries, you guys. These are just C batteries. So you don't have some kind of special battery. These are, look at these beautiful lamps inside. So these look like a candle flame. They're not just like a little bulb. Also, these are glass.
Yeah.
The bulb is not going to burn out. You don't ever have to, you know, with the old-fashioned ones, you had to screw out, the bulb would burn out. You had to screw off the whole top. This is a glass cap that if this happens to fall over and break, you get 4 extra caps in the box. So you're getting 4 candles, 4 glass caps. So that are extra. I've never had one break, and I have a bunch of cats in my house.
And I have
But if for some reason they did, we give you extras. But here comes some of the features, and these are flying out of here. Don't dilly-dally, especially if you want this black one or if you want the bronze like I have at my house. And we also have the nickel and the brass. 1,600 ordered. Walk us through some of these features. We already talked about that really cool photo sensor and then the filament bulb.
We did see. So we'll talk about this right here, 6, 8, and 12-hour timer setting. And there is the adjustable height. So that telescope, so you're not going to hide that. It's behind your cross patches in your window. 360-degree lighting means it looks great from all the way around. The weighted base, that's really nice too. It's not going to flop over if you happen to bump into it. You put the 2C batteries in there. There you're seeing they have that pushed down because of those cross hatches. So if I have a, you know, my window pane or my cross hatches here, I can just push that down there so you can see it from outside. Looks great from all sides around, and I have to repeat again that these are 2,200 hours of battery life on one set of C batteries. So 2 C batteries per candle. That's over 1 year of battery life on that 6-hour timer. I'm looking up, I have candles in my foyer in an upper window where I couldn't plug in anything anyway. They still light every day, and I put them up at Thanksgiving last year, and they're still bright and still gorgeous.
They last
these
over
do
a year.
Everything.
They last over a year.
Do.
It's amazing, and they look gorgeous. And we brought the lights up.
Just new batteries.
I just want to show you the finishes, then we're going to bring the lights back down because you got to see these in the dark. So here's the bronze. This is what I have at my house. It's a beautiful polished bronze. It's very popular. Then over here, if you want more traditional, we have it for you in the polished brass. I know a lot of folks have this kind of like doorknob and thing in their house if you want it to match. This polished nickel is gorgeous, like high-end bathroom fixtures. Really pretty. And then here, if you want that really traditional, most popular, most limited is that wrought iron look of the matte onyx black. 2,500 sets ordered in the show. A lot of you are buying more than one. Hey, if we have 1,800 left, and this is our second advanced order of these. These are the best, most longest lasting, gorgeous, cordless window candles you'll ever have. And so here's what you do. If you have, say, 10 windows that you want to put a candle in, and now you're getting 3 sets, that makes 12. So what are you going to do with the other 2? Well, you put them on your mantle, or you put them as a Christmas decoration. You mix them in with a pretty wreath, or you put them on the kitchen island, or wherever you'd like. Put them on a nightstand. You'll have 2, or you can share. Chunky, I didn't even think of that. Share with your neighbor who can't find them anywhere because they're all sold out. But look at, there they are on the stairs. So, but I'm telling you, get more than one set unless you only have 4 windows. Because you will think, oh my gosh, I only got them for the downstairs windows, and now the upstairs looks so plain and blah. So,
yeah, and you'll find other places too if you have access, like you said. You know, you're headed to the bathroom in the middle of the night. You have a little table there. The glow is gorgeous, and I love too that when you said you put them in your windows, your neighbor appreciated that.
Oh,
we have a little cottage down at the shore, and we're not there all the time, but we have the window candles in. And I'm telling you, my neighbor, I just saw him. He appreciates it so much. So you're going to do it for yourself and other people too. It's cozy, it's warm. It says something about who's living in that home.
And I put that set in flicker mode, but you don't have to have them flicker. You can have them just steady on. It doesn't affect the battery life at all. Okay, so we have 3,500 now ordered. If you want the matte onyx, we have 1,300 left. Don't know if we're getting any more anytime soon. The bronze is also very popular. The retail value would be $77.70. Sale price today under $50 and 5 easy plays. Please grab as many sets as you want while we have them. Thank you, Michelle. Okay. Michelle's going to hang out with us for these cuties.